Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. My lips are on fire right now. I will tell you why in a second, but today is going to be all about the new Beauty Bay Sundown collection. This collection launched last week over on their website and of course on their app. The entire collection retails for $35. I think what most of y'all are going to be interested in is this new tropical palette. This is a 16 pan palette full of beautiful mattes and beautiful shimmer shadows. I will say I took this outdoors, I did some swatches, I did some pictures, I'm going to have an Instagram reel, and I felt that everything swatched out really well. I've had pretty decent luck when it comes to Beauty Bay palettes. There's only one palette that hasn't worked for me, and unfortunately that was the Love Notes palette. You do get this bag, also, which you guys are going to be upset, but it comes with a highlighter, which I forgot to put on. The highlighter I'm wearing right now is from JCat, but I will definitely layer this highlighter on top of it. Look at that beautiful, like, trichrome shade going on in there. I think it looks so pretty. It looks beautiful in the sunlight. You're also getting the reason why my lips are on fire, this lip plumping gloss. I mean, I have never experienced a lip plumping gloss that tingles this much. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through the 3 looks I'm gonna do with the tropical palette, but I'll get through it. The shade here is called Fizz. Is it Fizz? Yeah, I think it's Fizz. It's a beautiful shade. It's just a little too intense for me. And then another thing that they included is a skincare product that you can very well use as a serum. They say to use this as the last step in your skincare routine, so you could use it as a moisturizer or you can use it as a hydrating primer. I chose to use it today as a hydrating primer, and this is their 5% squalene and grapeseed oil serum hybrid. It says, of course, to use it in the AM, has a little check mark there, and it says it works to boost hydration for a dewy and radiant finish. So if you're in the market for like a glowy dewy primer, this might be something you want to check out. I think for 35 bucks, I think, you know, you're getting quite a bit of product. Beauty Bay, I've experienced a lot of good stuff from the By Beauty Bay brand, and I'm very excited to create 3 looks with this new palette. If it is your first time here on my channel, let me just say hello and welcome. Happy to have everybody here. If you want to become part of our makeup family, do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I drop a new video. I am dropping a video almost every single day, as per usual. And if you like Beauty Bay, if you're excited about some affordable summertime makeup, give this video a thumbs up before you go. Let's get started with the highlighter, and then I'm going to get into creating 3 looks with the tropical palette. If you guys want to see it all in action, keep on watching. Okay, so obviously I have highlighter on already, and this is the one I was telling you guys that I'm wearing. This one is from JCat. This is an amazing highlighter. This one is in the shade Crimson Gleam. It is beautiful, and I think it's only like $6-7. I picked it up on the Ulta Beauty website, but now let's go in on top of this one. As if this wasn't blinding enough, I'm gonna add more. So let me just swipe like this. It is a beautiful highlighter. I went outdoors again to swatch everything, and it looks much better in person and in the sunlight than it's probably translating on camera. But let's give it a shot. I'm just gonna swirl in here. This is my Rare Beauty highlighter brush, and I'll just focus it right here. Again, I apologize. I can't believe, like, I totally forgot about this highlighter, but I was just so excited about the JCat highlighter. I hadn't worn the shade in a while, so just know it is a smooth highlighter. There's no glitter particles in this one at all, and I think feels like a really pretty formula. It's not drying or anything like that. It feels pretty creamy, and I like that it's like a tri-color. There's actually like 4 different colors now that I'm looking at it. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So really cool. Does this have a specific name? It's called Aura. Aura is the name of the highlighter. So that's what comes in the collection. I don't know if you can buy things individually. I was just seeing it as a bundle for $35. But I've already primed my eyelids. Today I'm going back to my Too Faced 24-hour Shadow Insurance Primer. This has been one of my favorites. And we're going to get ready to start with look number 1. This is just summertime in a palette. This is sunsets. This is cocktails. This is beach vacation. I'm loving and here for all of it. I think I'm going to start with this yellow shade at the top. This one is called Blonde. How fitting. I'm taking Blonde on a Rephr 16. Just going to focus that in the crease. Where is everybody going for summer vacation? Have you guys booked your summer travel yet? I hope you have. I hope you have, because I've been hearing that the flights have been going up. We booked our summer travel back in January, so we like to plan ahead as much as we can, and I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go in a couple weeks. I am so excited. I do have a day beach trip planned though, sometime next week, just to our local beach. Just, you know, kind of help work on my tan. I have no tan right now, so we're gonna do that as well. Just looking forward to relaxing. The day that I am filming this video, I am 1 day away from my retirement as a public school teacher, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. You guys have been hearing me talk about it, but I have 1 day left. I think the day that you're watching this video is my official last day on the job. Ugh, I can't believe it. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Lulu, and I'm taking that shade on a BK Beauty A502. Focusing this a little bit lower in the crease, and also gonna build it up out here in the outer corner. This is beautiful, and it's blending on top of the yellow perfectly. Sometimes with Beauty Bay palettes, you have to work from deepest to lightest. I am more of a traditionalist. I like working from lightest shade to deepest shade. I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow. But, you know, I've heard it said that with the Beauty Bay formula, sometimes it could be hit or miss, but doing that method, going from deep to light, usually fixes any issues. But I'm happy to say that I've been able to use the method that I've always used for applying eyeshadow, and it's worked for the most part with these Beauty Bay palettes. So next, same brush. I think I'm gonna go into this shade down here. This shade is called Fire Pit. I'm just gonna bring that in a little bit and kind of just focus it out here. Those are really pretty. Everything is just blending so well. Let's add one of these shimmers. I think I'm gonna do a combination of this one and the gold. I think these two would be beautiful together. The reddish one is called Paradise, and the gold is called Sun. I'm taking Paradise on a damp Morphe M124. Just gonna focus it out here. Same brush, I just flipped it over and sprayed again, and this is the shade Sun. Well, this is a sunset moment. What do you guys think? Okay guys, so I'm loving the way this look is turning out. I think I'm gonna go back into this shade for the lower lash line. And I'm using a little BH Cosmetics pencil brush. I think I'm gonna end up bringing Sun down here as well. So I'm going to stop right about there. Okay guys, I am going to take care of the finishing touches off camera, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look number 1. So here's the completed look number 1. What do you guys think? I love this gold inner corner. I think everything just looks so pretty. The mascara I'll be using in today's video is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. For the top lash line eyeliner, do you even have to ask? Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Skinny Liquid Liner. And then for the lower waterline, I went in with one I don't think is in stock anymore. It was one of those special edition collections from NYX. It was the Casa de Papel collection, and this is the shade Sophia. Love the way the look turned out. Let's move over to the left eye, and we'll start working on look number 2. So for look number 2, I want to focus on the pink shades. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to put this in the inner corner, and then I'm going to be working with these 2 shades right here. I know this shade might not be coming across as pink, but when you look at it in person, it's definitely a pink shade. So I'm taking the shade Daiquiri on a Game Beauty E01. And again, I'm just going to focus on blending that right in here to the inner corner. Now on a BK A502, I'm going in with the shade Hibiscus. I'm going to be focusing that out here, bring it in a little bit. And we'll use that deeper shade, which is called Watermelon, to deepen up the look. Same brush, now I'm going to go in with the shade Watermelon. Focus that right out here. Bring it into the crease as well. I think that's blending on top of the other shades perfectly. Thank God, no issues. I'm not really concerned about how this little area looks since I'm going to put a shimmer down. I'm just trying to get a little bit of depth. Now I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade down here called Jellyfish. I'm using a damp Morphe M124. I'm going to focus this in the center. What is everybody doing for the Memorial Day weekend? Do you all have plans? Are you going to barbecue? Are you going out of town? Maybe you're going to go to the beach. I try to stay away from our local beach like on Memorial Day and 4th of July just because it is so busy. So that's why I'm going to the beach the week after Memorial Day. But I don't know if it's gonna happen, we'll see, but I'm gonna try and buy a new car on Memorial Day. I'm gonna try and get the same car I have, but just see if they can come down on the payment. Just because when I bought it, prices were high. So I think now that car prices have come down a bit, I think I can get the exact same car at like a $30 or $40 cheaper payment. And I need all the help I can get because I told you guys, I am retiring the day you're watching this video. It is my last official day on the job. And any way I can save money, sign me up for it. I think this looks so pretty. I love that. I love the matte inner corner. I think I'm going to keep it that light pink matte inner corner. And then I'm going to go in with this shade down here for the lower lash line. This one is called Beach Ball. I'm taking Beach Ball on a BK Beauty A504. Now I'm going back in with Daiquiri. I'm just using that same Game Beauty E01 that I used earlier. That looks so pretty. Okay guys, I'm gonna go take care of the finishing touches. I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. So here's the completed look number 2. Love this little pink moment. I feel like it's a Barbie pink moment. Same everything, but for the lower waterline, I went in with a LA Girl Neon Shockwave lip liner. This one is in the shade Pop. I think you can find this on Beauty Bay. I'm trying to use things that I think might be available on Beauty Bay just so I can have as many things linked to there as possible since this video is all about Beauty Bay. But so far, guys, this palette is performing really well. The Tropical palette, not encountering any issues. My lips are still tingling. They're not burning anymore, but they're definitely tingling. I love the shade, don't get me wrong, but this is some intense lip plumping gloss. I will say that. I'm gonna go take some quick pictures and then I'll be right back. I'll probably remove this look and we'll start creating the third and final look with the new Tropical palette. So let's start working on look number 3. I think what I'm going to do is start with this shade. I haven't used this shade yet. This one is called Nectar. And I'm taking Nectar on a Singe Beauty E02 and I'm just gonna start building that up in the crease. I'm so happy because today my new roof started getting installed. As you guys know, as I mentioned in some of my past videos, my home got damaged from a recent hail and windstorm that we had, and so The roofers started today. They should finish up tomorrow. Just in time for hurricane season. Where I live, we are prone to getting hurricanes, although not as much as like Florida and like Louisiana and Mississippi area. But you know, we are about a mile, not a mile, an hour and a half away from the beach, from the coast, the Gulf of Mexico. So we always need to be ready, be on standby during those hurricane season months. So my home, thank God, is getting repaired. I've been so concerned with it, but everything seems to be going smoothly now. Now I'm going to go in with this shade called Papaya. This is the only matte shade I haven't used. And I'm going to take that on the same brush. I'm just going to focus that like kind of on the lid, like the inner portion of the lid. You could easily do an all matte look with this one, but there's some more shimmers I want to play with. So not going to do an all matte look in this video. Now I think I'll go in with, what was this one? Fire Pit. Same brush. Oh, I'm just using this brush for the entire look. I love when one brush can get the entire job done. Going in with a little bit more of Papaya. I think this is such a beautiful shade. Now I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Treasure, and then I'll go in with this shade called Parasol. I'm using a damp Game Beauty E04. I think I will be able to use all the shades in this palette. I've definitely used all the matte shades, and there are just 2 shimmer shades I have left to use, and I can use one of them right in here, and I can use the other one right down here, so we're good there. Same brush. Now I'm going in with that pink shimmer. I think that looks really pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Anchor. This is the only shade I haven't used. Taking that on my finger, and I'm just going to apply a little bit right here to the center. This is going to be for the inner corner as well. You know what shade I haven't used? This is the only shade. How could I have not used this beautiful bright yellow? This is what I'm going to do for the inner portion of the lower lash line, and then I think I'll go over here to this shade. What is this one called? Lilu. I'll do this on the lower lash line as well. So I'm taking Zesty on a Rephr 03. Same brush. Now I'm just going to go in with that orange. Okay guys, I've officially used all the shadows in the 16 pan palette. I will take care of finishing touches off camera, and I'll be right back to show you this third and final look. Alright guys, here's the completed look number 3. Same everything, but for the lower waterline, I hadn't used this yellow eyeliner from Wet n Wild in quite some time. This was from the Little Twin Stars collection. I don't know that it's still available, but if I can find it, I will have it linked. It was like a set of 4 different eyeliners that were specific to that collection, but ColourPop makes an eyeliner like this, and so does NYX, so you'll have no trouble finding a good yellow eyeliner. Let me go ahead, wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts on this new Sundown collection from Beauty Bay. Alright guys, so I've officially used everything in the new Sundown collection from Beauty Bay. I love the bag. It comes, everything that you get comes inside the bag. Retails for $35 for everything. I am going to get a lot of use out of this bag, especially when I head out down to the beach, because I can put my phone in here, money, cards, you know, things that I don't want to get wet, and then stick that in my larger beach bag. So this might be making its way with me down to the Turks and Caicos, but let's look at what's inside the bag. So let's start with something I'm a little bit on the fence with, and it is their Plumping Lip Gloss. Love the shade. It has already stopped tingling, but man oh man, when I first applied it, maybe I just applied too much. I think using a lip liner and then going in with this on top, I think that's going to be the way to go, so that way you don't need to use so much or use it on top of a lipstick. But maybe I just applied too much. That's why it felt like it was burning, but I've never felt that type of sensation before from a lip gloss. Think the shade is perfect. Think it's a perfect complement for the collection. A very pretty nude gloss. I will be using it going forward, but I'm going to be very careful not to overuse it. I think that the addition of this little skincare product, a primer, I think that's what you can use it for, or even as a moisturizer. It does say to use it in the AM. I like this. I think it went, you know, all the makeup that I placed on top of it went over it perfectly. Like, I'm a normal to oily skin type, and I've been filming already for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because I've taken little breaks here and there, but I think my makeup looks pretty good, and I think this is great, especially for those of you with dry skin, normal to dry skin. I mean, even me, like, I'm a normal to oily skin type. I think this is going to work out really great for you. It says it does boost hydration, and it's going to leave the skin with a dewy, radiant finish. I like that they included this in the collection. I think it's just something different. The highlighter, I did touch it up over here on this side because this is the eye look I had removed. So some of that highlighter did get removed when I was taking off the first look, but I think it's cute. I think it's really pretty. I love that there's several different shades in here. I mean, just going outside with this and swatching it was so much fun, and it feels like it's a nice formula. I don't feel like it's that dry or anything like that, or dry at all. I think it just went on top of my cheekbones just fine. And the blush I'm using is a Milani blush. I'll have all the makeup linked in the description box. And I guess the star of the show is going to be the Tropical palette. This is their new 16 pan palette, just in time for the unofficial kickoff of summer, Memorial Day weekend. I thought this palette performed really great. This is going to be your pink, red, orange, yellow palette. I mean, you're not going to be able to create that many different looks. I feel like the two looks I created on this eye look rather similar to each other. So if this is your vibe, maybe you weren't able to pick up the Simply Posh Cosmetics Citrus Punch palette. That is a US based indie makeup brand, and I know for those of you overseas, you guys have just said that the shipping costs are outrageous. Beauty Bay is a UK based, you know, company. So this could be your alternative to Citrus Punch if ordering from the indie brands here in the US is a little too expensive, out of your budget. I totally understand. I also think shipping costs have gotten out of hand, but this is a nice alternative to that one. I think all of the shadows performed really well. Minimal fallout, very easy to blend. I didn't have to change my technique of applying eyeshadow. I went from light to medium to deep with this one, and it worked out just fine. I think it's a winner, as all except one Beauty Bay palettes that I've purchased have been in my stash. So I am going to give this new Beauty Bay Sundown collection 2 thumbs up. 35 bucks. I think you're getting a lot of product, and I think it's really worth checking out. And you guys know that Beauty Bay has tons of sales all the time. I wouldn't be surprised that the day you're watching this video if they announce like a 20% off or 30% off site-wide discount code. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let me know which look was your favorite. Team 1, 2, 3, none, all. Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. I'm fancy today with my sparkling water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.